brilliant season so far under Unai Emery at Aston Villa. It'll be interesting to see how he gets on as he starts for England in a competitive game. Okay then, so we've just got underway in Skopje, in the capital of North Macedonia. Both teams in their home strips, so North Macedonia all in red, bright red, and England in the white shirts and navy blue shorts. So England in possession straight away, just 30 seconds inside the first minute. So Kyle Walker just getting his first touch of the ball as an England captain. So if you missed that right at the start of the coverage, Kyle Walker is captain for England today, and it's the first time that he will ever have skippered the England national senior team. So a landmark achievement for the Manchester City fullback. As we said before as well, the other game going ahead in this group is a huge one. That's Ukraine versus Italy. And it's a winner-takes-all affair in that one. Whoever wins in that game, if we do have a winner, will definitely be at Euro 2024. If it's a draw, Italy will finish above Ukraine via a better head-to-head record after Italy beat Ukraine in Italy. So if it is a draw, Italy would still finish above Ukraine and will qualify for Euro 2024. And of course, will then be able to defend their current European Championship crown after defeating England on penalty shootouts in the final of Euro 2020 in a heartbreaking night for the Three Lions. Back on the pitch then at Skopje, Kane just passing the ball to Harry Maguire, his central defensive partner. Maguire just moving inside the centre circle, looking for support from Foden. Now Alexander-Arnold in a more forward role. Saka now out on the right wing, just on the outskirts of the penalty area. Passes the ball to Rice. Rice just spreads the ball out onto the left to Alexander-Arnold. He's got some support here. And Ollie Watkins, almost managed to get the ball into the net. It just took a ricochet off the North Macedonia defender, and the ball will go out for a corner kick. So an early opportunity there for England. Let's just have another look at the replay there. It was actually good defending from the number 6, from Visar Musliu, that just stopped and prevented Ollie Watkins from getting what should have been a pretty straightforward attempt to get the ball into the back of the net for what would have been a very early lead. It's going to be Trent Alexander-Arnold to take the corner from the left wing as I see it here in the media box. Plenty of bodies here in the penalty area. We've just got a couple waiting outside as well. We've got Rico Lewis, Phil Foden just lurking outside. Not the best of corners, but there's still an opportunity here. But Rico Lewis blasts the ball over the bar, blazes it over from around 18 yards out, and the ball, well, goes about 18 yards over the crossbar. So, first attempt on goal, but a long way off target there from the England defender. So goalless, 3.5 minutes into this game between North Macedonia and the Three Lions. Of course, the other team in this group, Malta, the Minnows, they've played all their 8 games already, and unfortunately for Malta, without a point in the whole campaign. Macedonia just surging down the left wing here. Number 7, Elif Elmas, the Napoli player in Italy's Serie A. Of course, Serie A reigning champions as well. Macedonia with just their first phase of possession, some sustained possession here. Just knocking the ball about in the centre of midfield. Tanasov looking for a through ball there. That's cleared away from Rico Lewis. And now England in possession of the ball just on the left wing. And have now won a foul deep inside their own half. And will just slow the game down there just a little bit after North Macedonia enjoyed a good phase of possession there as they tried to surge down the left wing. Just lost the ball at a key moment when they attempted to thread a through ball through Enis Bardi, the North Macedonia skipper. Now England will share the ball again through their defence. Kyle Walker just receives the ball from Harry Maguire. Now Maguire just shepherding the ball out almost towards the centre circle. Gets support from Alexander-Arnold. Now Walker. Lovely ball. Spreads the ball right over onto the left. Grealish looks for support. Gets it from Rice. Gay. Alexander-Arnold. Oh dear. Not sure what happened there. The ball slipped underneath the studs of Declan Rice, and the ball will roll out for a throw into North Macedonia. Promising little build-up there, but a little bit sloppy from the Arsenal midfielder. Pickford just gets his first touch of the ball as he rockets out of his penalty area to clear the ball away. There'll be a a throw-in around 10 yards over the halfway line inside England's own half. So North Macedonia just playing the ball now on the right wing. Big crowd here in Skopje, in Central Europe. Now England in control of the ball here within their defence following that throw-in after cheaply winning the ball away from their opponents. And speaking of giving the ball away cheaply, Maguire with a poor ball there. Goes straight to Bardi, the North Macedonian skipper. But Bardi well closed down there from Rico Lewis. And it will go out for a throw-in for the Free Lions. So the group, as it stands, England would finish 6 points clear at the top. It's still goalless between Ukraine and Italy, so that would mean Italy finish above Ukraine via a better head-to-head record. So that would mean that Italy would qualify if things stay as they are. But, of course, long way to go. 7 minutes gone. Saka with his first proper touch of the ball now, trying to surge down the right wing, but put too much weight on the ball with his first touch, and that will roll out harmlessly for a throw into tonight's hosts. Of course, took some time for England to break down Malta in their most recent game at Wembley Stadium, and it did attract quite a bit of criticism from England fans, saying that just nowhere near adventurous enough against a respectfully a lesser ranked nation in Malta that have failed to pick up a point in the whole qualifying campaign here for this tournament. Gay just going past the halfway line now, just receiving some support from Grealish. But just losing the ball cheaply. Now North Macedonia will kick the ball back to Stoli Dimitrievski, goalkeeper. Now, decent bit of passing play there from North Macedonia there as they're attempting to break down the left wing, but again, too much weight placed on the final ball. And the ball will just roll into the hands of Everton goalkeeper Jordan Pickford. Now Walker passes the ball back to Maguire. About 15 yards behind the halfway line. Just searching for his options, will take his time. Quick pass to Foden. Now to Walker on the right wing. 1-2 once again with Foden. Back to Maguire. Maguire just coming up to the halfway line again. This is better from England. Phil Foden quickly releases the ball to Bukayo Saka on the right wing. Moves into the penalty area. Plenty of England players in the box. Now the ball goes back to Kyle Walker. Back to Saka. Still on this right wing. Plenty of bodies forward here for the Free Lions. Now Harry Maguire, but Maguire in much more of an attacking position. Every England outfield player in Macedonia's own half. Foden receives the ball once again from Saka. Back to Maguire. Again, every England player inside North Macedonia's own half here. Foden releases the ball to Kyle Walker. Reaches the ball just before it goes over the byline. Goes over to Jack Grealish on the outskirts of the penalty area. Can he skip past his marker? He can, but the final ball doesn't quite reach Bukayo Saka. Phil Foden just rescues the ball before going over the touchline. Now Grealish again. Alexander-Arnold. Now to Foden. Right in the centre of play, about 35 yards from the goal line. Back to Maguire. Slowing the ball down a little bit here. Gay. Now Alexander-Arnold. Lofted ball into the penalty area, but that's headed away by North Macedonian defender. Now Saka on the right wing, just cutting into the centre. Back to Maguire once again, who's dictating quite a lot of the play here in the opening first 10 minutes. Now over onto the left wing. England still in possession. Grealish wants to skip past his marker once again. Now Foden. Moving from the centre over to the left. Grealish has gone down injured, but play will continue. Oh, no, it won't. And England now kick the ball out. Grealish just coming a cropper there, just with a little bit of a late challenge from a North Macedonian player. Let's just have a look at the replay here. No malice intended there. I think the North Macedonian player just trod on Grealish's foot by accident. It was Manev who did that, but I don't think there was any malice in it. We'll just see if a free kick is actually given, or whether it will be a free ball. As the evening goes on, we'll just update you on how the other games are going in the European Championship qualifiers. And the ball will just be kicked back to Jordan Pickford. So just while England are in possession in defence, we'll just have a quick run through of what else is happening tonight in the Euro qualifiers. No goals so far in any of the games. So of course Ukraine 0, Italy 0, the other game in this group. In Group E, Albania, who have qualified already for Euro 2024. They're at home against the Faroe Islands. Big game in that group is Czechia versus Moldova, where if Moldova were to win, Moldova would qualify. That would be a momentous achievement for Moldova. It would be the first time they would have ever qualified for a major tournament. So Moldova, it's going to be a hard ask, but if they were to defeat Czechia away from home, Moldova would leapfrog Czechia and qualify for Euro 2024. And in Group H, Northern Ireland, who have had a pretty disastrous campaign, it has to be said. They're at home against Denmark. San Marino, of course, the perennial rank outsiders, at home against Finland. And Slovenia at home against Kazakhstan. And again, big moment for Kazakhstan. If they were to win, Kazakhstan would also qualify for their first ever major tournament as a UEFA nation. So back on the pitch in Skopje. Still quite slow and laboured build-up play from England. As you can imagine, England dictating and holding a lot of the possession so far, but not really a clear-cut chance created as of yet. Gay on the ball, just 10 yards behind his halfway line. Long ball, trying to put Ollie Watkins through here. It's just on the outskirts of the penalty area. Watkins releases Saka down the right wing. Saka skips past an opponent and tries to get the shot in, but that's well blocked. Now England win the ball again in the centre of midfield, about 35 yards out from the goal line. Foden passes the ball to Maguire. Now Gay. Now to Lewis. England have had 80% of the possession so far, as you can probably imagine, wherever you are listening to us here on Flashscore. Now Grealish on the left wing. Back to Rice. Now Maguire inside the centre circle. Maguire surges forward, tries to find Ollie Watkins. Watkins manages to reach the ball first in a tussle with a defender. Now Lewis, just in front of the byline on the left wing, puts Foden through. Now Foden releases Grealish, still on this left wing, just on the outskirts of the penalty area. Declan Rice, there's a chance for a shot. Oh, it cannons off the post. And the defender scrambles the ball away for North Macedonia. Easily the best chance of the game so far. A 25-yard attempt from Declan Rice. The Arsenal midfielder smacks off the post. And the quickest player to react was the North Macedonian defender. Scrambles the ball away. That was almost the opening goal there of this game. And it almost went to England. Declan Rice hitting the post. First big chance then of this game. And England still in possession. Just taking their time here, the free lines. Rice, who came so close to scoring the first goal of this match. Now Lewis. Grealish, bustling down that left wing, trying to go past Dimoski. Great ball in from Foden. Ollie Watkins. Oh dear, steers the ball wide. Was it offside? I don't think it was, you know. Oh, Ollie Watkins should have been putting that in the back of the net all day long. Huge chance for Ollie Watkins. Really should have done better with that, with the form that he's been in this season. Just seeing again the footage of Declan Rice's effort, which came so close to going in. And then, 90 seconds after that, excellent cross into the area from Phil Foden. And Ollie Watkins really should have steered that ball home with his heads. But North Macedonia survived. But two big chances then for England, just within the last couple of minutes. Warning signs then for the hosts to heed. North Macedonia just playing the ball out front back. Ball is cut back to Dimitrievski in North Macedonia's goal. Now a long ball pumped up. Looks as if it's been given actually as offside. So a free kick for England inside their own half, just about 5 yards behind the halfway line. Bit sloppy there from the North Macedonian striker to be found offside so far back. Now England have won a foul. A late trip there on Bukayo Saka. That's a booking that's been given. A little bit harsh maybe. But maybe the referee just setting his stall out. I think it's Elmas that's received the booking, the Napoli player. And indeed it is. So Elmas receives the first booking of tonight's game for a late trip on Bukayo Saka. So England have a free kick about 30 yards out to the right of centre. First big set-piece opportunity for England. Yeah, it's a little bit late, but I think that's a little bit harsh to be a booking for that. Could possibly have been given for a little bit of dissent, maybe, after the decision initially was given. Still, a little bit harsh, I think. So what can England do here with the first big set-piece opportunity of the match? It's going to be Trent Alexander-Arnold to take. We're 18 minutes into the game, still 0-0 between North Macedonia and England. Free kick comes in, whipped in from the right wing. Some appeals for a penalty, I think, for a handball. In fact, a lot of appeals, but the referee not interested. And in fact, I think a free kick is actually being given in the end for North Macedonia, because it looks as if Maguire was just offside when the delivery went in. So it will be a free kick, and Dimitrievski will take inside his own penalty area. I can tell you there has been a goal in one of the other European Championship qualifying games tonight. It's gone the way of Czech Republic, so they're 1-0 up at home against Moldova. So if it stays as it is, the Czech Republic, or Czechia, as it is now also officially known to, they would qualify for Euro 2024. So it would be heartbreak there for Moldova, who are still at the moment 90 minutes away from qualifying for their first ever major tournament as an independent nation. Back onto the pitch here in Skopje, in North Macedonia's capital. Rico Lewis just allows the ball to roll out, so he can take the throw in for England about midway inside England's own half on the right wing. Now Maguire with the ball, dictating a lot of the play once again. Back to Lewis. He's had a decent game so far on the left wing. Grealish, cutting from left to centre. Now spreads the ball to the right wing to Kyle Walker, who's captaining England for the first time. And Walker most definitely was shoved off the ball there. And that's a free kick to England just over the halfway line inside the host's own half. Clearly a took of the shirt there from number 21, Gianni Atanasov. Now Alexander-Arnold with the ball, cutting in from right to centre. Now Rice. Dear me, poor ball from Rice. It's the second one already from the Arsenal midfielder in this game, trying to find Saka, but gets nowhere near his Arsenal teammate. And the ball rolls out for a throw-in to the hosts. About 20 yards away from the touchline. Alioski to take. Goes out for immediately a throw-in now to the visitors, to England. Not been the best of games so far. A little bit in the way of Malta match, but England have had the two best opportunities, and they came within 90 seconds apart of each other. Declan Rice hitting the post, then 90 seconds later Ollie Watkins steering ahead and wide of the target when he really should have found the back of the net. I think in the back of his mind he thought he was going to be given offside, but from what I could see the assistant referee's flag did not go up. Certainly not from where I could see anyway. Another late challenge here on an England player. It's Saka down this time. Late challenge there from Alioski. Clearly a foul. Gareth Southgate not particularly happy with that one. So it's going to be a free kick once again to England. Just over the 20th minute mark. It's the 5th foul committed by North Macedonia in this game so far. Just the one at the moment from England in the opening half of this first half. Gay just going over the halfway line. Now onto the left wing for Jack Grealish. It's going to be another foul. Grealish shoved over by Dimoski. Number 14. Grealish takes quickly. Passes it short to Gay. Now back to Grealish. Manchester City player. Grealish weaving his way down the left wing to Lewis. Now to Rice. Foden. Foden just running in front of the touchline here. Good block from Dimoski, and it's going to be a corner kick for England on this left wing. So England continue to dominate possession. You feel like it's only going to be a matter of time here before England break the deadlock. North Macedonia is certainly well organised, particularly at the back, but haven't really had the chance to show any attacking intent so far. It'll be Phil Foden to take. Corner kick on the left wing. Corner comes in. Poor in the end. Just cleared away from a North Macedonian player. Walker will knock the ball back to Pickford, who's about 25 yards off his goal line. Long ball in from Pickford. Tries to find Ollie Watkins here. Now Watkins, short ball to Saka. Saka building further and further his way down the right wing, just on the outskirts of the penalty area. And that's cleared away by a North Macedonian defender, but straight back to England. Pickford now on the ball. Again, long way off his goal line. Short pass to Harry Maguire, the Manchester United centre-half. Well, that's a poor ball from Maguire. Straight to a North Macedonian attacker. And they've got a chance here. Number 7 here. Oh, that's surely going to be a penalty, is it? Not given. I must say, I thought that was a penalty kick for North Macedonia. They are not happy with the referee's decision. Let's have another look. A terrible pass from the back there from Harry Maguire. It puts the number 7, Elmas, through. That's surely a penalty. It's a dreadful challenge from Harry Maguire. Maguire instantly, after he makes the challenge, wags his finger towards the referee. And you already know from the reaction he's instantly very worried that he has given away a penalty. Genuinely cannot believe North Macedonia haven't been awarded a spot kick. Poor phase of play from Harry Maguire. Poor pass out from the back, and then a very clumsy challenge on Elif Elmas when he'd broken into the penalty area. And I think North Macedonia can quite rightly be very aggrieved that they've not been given a spot kick. But somehow not given, and we're still goalless, and England survived that phase of play there from the hosts. Kyle Walker just attempting to win the ball off Elif Elmas, who's been North Macedonia's best player so far. And you can tell the hosts have just grown in confidence a little bit here. Musliu just bundled down here from Kyle Walker. Was the referee given a free kick? Just seeing a replay here. Musliu bundled off the ball here, just shoved off by the England skipper for tonight from Kyle Walker. We're in the 25th minute of the game. It's not quite gelling at the moment, this English side. Plenty of bodies in the box here for the hosts. Jordan Pickford barking out his orders. And it is a free kick that's being given. In a good position here for North Macedonia. On the left wing, so about 10 yards off the edge of the penalty area. On the left wing. It will be Bardi to take, the skipper. Just a one-man wall. That's Rico Lewis. Free kick comes in. And that goes over everyone. That's a poor delivery. North Macedonia need to make the most of those set-piece opportunities if they're going to get anything from this game. That was a poor delivery and a big let-off for the visitors there. Still can't really believe that that penalty was not given, because it was such a poor challenge and a clumsy challenge from Harry Maguire. You knew he'd done wrong because he instantly started wagging his finger at the referee. You could tell from his face he knew that he'd messed up. And England very, very fortunate to have not given away a penalty there. Very surprising decision from the ref. Into the 27th minute now. Maguire passes the ball back to the skipper for the day. It's Kyle Walker. Maguire back on the ball. Now to Gay. Chipped ball from Gay. Can only find the head of Musliu though. Gay receives the ball once again inside England's own half. Now Alexander Arnold, who's had a pretty quiet game so far in the centre of England's midfield. Alexander Arnold again, back to Maguire. Another 1-2. Now to Gay. Just building the ball up very patiently, England. Now Grealish inside England's own half on the left wing. Looking to go past Alibi. Rice. Just 5 yards behind the halfway line to the left of centre. Now Maguire. That's forward to Alexander Arnold. Back to Maguire. Very patient build-up here from England. Going all the way back to Pickford. He's a long way off his goal line once again. Gay. Now Foden. Searching ball now from Foden. Tries to release Grealish down the left. That's good defending there from the number 14 from Dimoski. Tries to prevent the ball going out for a corner. Now Ollie Watkins just causing some havoc here for the defence. And England win the ball about 20 yards out. We're on the left wing. Grealish looking for support. Foden steps over the ball so that the ball can find its way through to Alexander Arnold. But North Macedonia managed to bully the ball off him. Now England's turn to bully the ball off North Macedonia. Just a little bit scrappy this past 2 minutes here in Skopje. Foden. Now to Rice, and Rice surges forward, down the left wing here. Now Lewis, 25 yards out. Alexander Arnold, looking for a key threaded ball, but is not able to find it. Now North Macedonia trying to go on the counter-attack here. And England just looking a little bit vulnerable there in defence, but just are able to tidy the ball up there, and are able to retain, and can now surge down the left wing. Grealish. The cross comes in, goes right over the head of Ollie Watkins. Now Saka chases the ball, manages to stop the ball rolling out over the touchline, prevents a North Macedonia throw-in. England still in retention of the ball. Walker. Now every England outfield player inside North Macedonia's own area. Rice. Searching ball. Tries to find Ollie Watkins. But the ball ends up in the hands of Stoli Dimitrievski, North Macedonia number 1. Just a little bit better there for England, but at the moment, in all this evening's European Championship qualifying games, still the only goal so far going to Czechia, currently 1-0 up at home against Moldova in a winner-takes-all match to decide who comes second in that group, and for an automatic qualifying spot for next summer's European Championships in Germany. Now England gain possession in the centre of midfield. Foden, now to Lewis. Now out onto the left wing. Finds Grealish. Grealish looking for his options. Passes the ball to Alexander Arnold. He could go for a long-range attempt here. Easily blocked. Alexander Arnold Wins the ball once again. Now to Bukayo Saka on the right wing. Tries to go past his marker. Bit too predictable though. And the North Macedonian defender is able to pass the ball to one of his compatriots. And they're able to clear the ball away. Can they keep it though? Which is what they've struggled with in this first half. Coming under a lot of pressure from England, who are working hard off the ball. Pressuring their opponents into an error. North Macedonia attempting again to play the ball out from the back. Doing an okay job so far. But England now have just been able to win a throw-in inside North Macedonia's own half, about 20 yards down the left wing. Enis Bardi, the North Macedonia skipper, not happy with the decision there from the referee. He's got to get on with it. Rice, now to Walker, in the heart of the centre circle. Foden, now to Rice. Rice weighing up his options. Foden, just to the left of centre, finds Lewis in support. England just passing the ball now at pedestrian pace here as we enter the 32nd minute of the game. Rice just loses the ball. Good defending there. And good work off the ball from North Macedonia, who of course have had to chase the ball for the vast majority of this first half so far. Now Foden just being pulled back, and England will win a free kick on the left wing, about 10 yards over the halfway line. Still looking for our first goal of the evening here. Now Saka on the right wing. Looking to go past Busliu. Still Saka. Right on the edge of the byline. It goes past Watkins. And Dimoski is able to clear the ball away for the hosts. Kane. Lewis. Now to Rice. Heavy first touch, but is able to gather the ball again at the second attempt. Now Maguire. Just going past the halfway line. Gay. Now Grealish. On the left wing. Lewis. About 35 yards out to the left of centre. Again, very patient build-up play here. Keeping the ball nicely. But can they find the killer through ball? And now England win a free kick though, about 35 yards out, right in the centre of the pitch. Late trip there from Tanasov. I think he's a little bit fortunate to escape a booking there. He knew exactly what he was doing. Late challenge there on number 3, Rico Lewis. So what can England do here with this set piece? Corner kicks haven't been great so far, so what can you do with a free kick in an inviting area? Plenty of bodies in the box here in Skopje. In North Macedonia's own penalty area. We're still looking for our first goal of the night here in Central Europe. Foden just hanging over the ball, as is Gay. Two-man wall here for North Macedonia of Elmas and Bardi. England play it short. Foden. Trying to find Rice. Now Maguire. Lewis now spreads the ball out onto the left wing. What can Grealish do? Can he find a killer delivery here? It takes a deflection. It's going to be a corner kick for England on the left wing. We're into the 34th minute. Again, still only one goal so far from this evening's European qualifying games. That's gone to the Czech Republic at home against Moldova. And if it stays like that, they will qualify for next summer's Euro 2024 tournament in Germany. England's third corner of the game. The first two have been pretty poor by Phil Foden's standards. What can he do here? That's better. Just headed away still though, but the ball goes straight back to Phil Foden on the left wing. Now Grealish. Maguire. Rice. Oh, and he's bullied off the ball. Good defending there from North Macedonia. And they're trying to play the ball out from the back. That's risky. And they're able to win a free kick. Late challenge there from Saka on Tanasov. And it'll be a free kick for the hosts deep inside their own half. Earlier on today, we've had 2 round of 16 games in the Under-17 Men's World Cup. That finished Ecuador 1, Brazil 3, and Spain 2, Japan 1. So Brazil and Spain are through to the Under-17 Men's World Cup quarterfinals. Back here in Skopje, we're still looking for our first goal of the game. It's been, I guess, quite similar to England's most recent game at home against Malta. A lot of very patient build-up play. Now, what can England do here? Foden just keeping the ball before it goes over the touchline. On the left wing, he's got support from Grealish. Grealish trying to waltz his way past his marker, past Dimoski. Now to Lewis. Now into the centre of play, just ahead of the centre circle. Maguire. Now Gay. Back to the left. Rice. Foden. Back to Rice on the left. Now into the centre of play again. Maguire deep in the heart of the centre circle. He's got Walker in support. Maguire opts for Saka. Oh, and Watkins is through on goal here. Oh, and it's just been given. I think the foul has been given. I was just about to say Watkins for a split second must have thought he was primed for an opportunity here to give England the lead, but the referee looks as if has actually awarded a free kick. Watkins with a shove there on his marker. Referee, I must say, is very stern when he's making his decisions. He's laying down the law quite vociferously to every player that argues with him and wants to mess with him. So North Macedonia are in possession now in their defence. Visal Musliu. Now North Macedonia just breaking into the final third, just causing a few problems there for Rico Lewis. And England are able to play the ball out the back. We've actually got a North Macedonian attacker still down on the pitch. But England haven't kicked the ball out. And neither of the hosts just yet. North Macedonia back in possession. Their attacker is still out. Now the ball has gone out of play, but that wasn't done deliberately. You can tell there by Elif El-Massa's reaction. Just have a look at there, just see if there was an offence. Oof. Again. Probably should have been a penalty for North Macedonia. Lewis's arm clearly strikes the face of Bojan Biovski, the Aberdeen striker, and VAR is going to have a look at this. I think this is going to be a penalty for North Macedonia here, because Miovski is clearly struck in the face, not intentionally, by Rico Lewis, and the referee is going to go over to his monitor. I think a penalty is going to be given here for the hosts. Rico Lewis, his arm is left out, and yet his hand strikes the face of Bojan Miovski, and Miovski goes down. I think it has to be given as a foul. I don't think any other decision can be given here. I would be amazed if the referee doesn't reverse this decision and now point to the spot. So the referee is still having a look at his monitor. England were very lucky indeed that they didn't concede the penalty about 15 minutes ago. I don't think they're going to get lucky again. The referee walking back onto the pitch. The home fans hold their breath in here. What's the referee given? It's a penalty. Penalty to North Macedonia against the Free Lions. North Macedonia then with a huge opportunity to take the lead. We're into the 40th minute of the game. Rico Lewis pleading his case to the referee, but I don't think he's got a case to answer. He's not done it on purpose, but his arm is held out and his hand clearly strikes the face of Bojan Miovski, and it does stop Miovski from going through on goal. I don't think the referee had any other choice, to be honest. And for me, it was actually the second Stonewall penalty that should have been given for North Macedonia. So a big opportunity here. Lewis still pleading his case, but It's too late now anyway. So it looks as if it's going to be the skipper, Ennis Bardi, to take. So Bardi to take the spot kick up against Everton goalkeeper Jordan Pickford. Can North Macedonia take a surprise lead here? Whatever happens, they know they're only going to come fourth in this group. They've got no chance of qualifying. And what a story this would be. So, Bardi is going to take it right-footed. Bardi versus Pickford. The referee's still not blown his whistle yet. He has now. Can Bardi score? Oh, it's a save from Pickford, but he tucks away the rebound. North Macedonia take the lead. 1-0 to the hosts. It's a good save from Jordan Pickford, but the ball rebounds straight to Ennis Bardi. And fortunately for the North Macedonian skipper, he has a second bite of the cherry. And he finishes with a plum. And North Macedonia take a surprise lead here in the 41st minute of the game. It's Bardi's third goal in this European Championship group qualifying campaign. It wasn't a very good penalty. Very good height for Pickford. You do have to feel a bit sorry there for Pickford. It's a decent save. It's not a great penalty, it has to be said. But the ball rebounds straight into the path of a relieved Ennis Bardi, and he makes no mistake with the rebound. So North Macedonia 1, England 0. And England paid the price so far for a pretty laboured display, it's got to be said. Their best chance so far has been a Declan Rice 20-yard effort, which cannon back off the post. But they haven't created that many opportunities. And North Macedonia, more importantly, have taken theirs. So 3 minutes to go, plus any additional time added on. North Macedonia 1, England 0. Converted penalty from Ennis Bardi. And by all accounts, that should have been the second penalty that they've been awarded, because I still cannot believe that Harry Maguire didn't concede a penalty about 15 minutes before that. So, England with a job on their hands here. Now a free kick has been awarded to England. Can he find a quick response? It's the free kick that's been awarded deep down the left wing, inside North Macedonia's own half, about 10 yards away from the edge of the penalty area. Looks like it'll be Foden to take, and plenty of England players in the box. Looks as if it's actually going to be Trent Alexander-Arnold to take this one. So free kick on the left wing. It's a good position. So a good opportunity here from a set piece for England to reply immediately. Cross comes in. It's an unconvincing header. It's an unconvincing punch away from the goalkeeper. Can Bukayo Saka take advantage? No, he can't. The defence are able to play the ball out. Now Kyle Walker has the ball and is now being forced to retreat from the halfway line. He's got 3 players on him here. He has to hurriedly kick the ball away. Takes a deflection off one of the North Macedonian forwards. And England, to their relief, win a throw-in deep inside their own half on the right wing. It'll be Kyle Walker to take. I can tell you that Slovenia have gone 1-0 up against Kazakhstan. So if that stays how it is, that spurns Kazakhstan's hopes of qualifying for their first ever major tournament as a UEFA nation. Just seeing the replay there of that penalty once again. Poor penalty, but it was a good reaction from Bardi. You've seen it before where those rebound opportunities have been glazed over. But he took it well. And that is what has given North Macedonia the lead. So England with a job to do here. Foden. Now Gay. Now Maguire just behind the centre circle inside his own half. Maguire still on the ball here. Finds Rice. Now it's onto the left wing. Grealish. Not seen much end product from Grealish so far this afternoon. Rice just cutting from left into the centre. Now Maguire. Every England outfield player inside North Macedonia's own half. Of course, England have, controlled possession throughout this first half so far. Must have had about 75% of the ball, but of course it's only the scoreline that matters. We got Phil Foden get a shot in here from 25 yards out. He passes the ball to Saka. Now Lewis with an opportunity here. That's well held by Dimitrievski. Keeps hold of the ball when there are a couple of England players waiting to pounce for a rebound. Of course, England not starting with their record goal scorer Harry Kane. It's Ollie Watkins, the Aston Villa forward, leading the line for the Free Lions. 4 minutes of added on time have been announced, and we're just coming towards the end of the first minute of that. Now North Macedonia is just trying to break down the left wing here. Elmas. And Saka trying to win the ball back off him, but judged to have fouled. Bit of a late trip on number 8, Alioski. Correct decision from the referee. And there'll be a free kick for North Macedonia inside their own half here. Of course, a defeat here for England doesn't really matter in the bigger picture of things, in the grand scheme of things here, but of course it still would be a little bit of an embarrassing defeat for Gareth Southgate's team of stars to be losing to North Macedonia, who don't have any hope of qualifying at all in this group in the final game here. They can only finish 4th in the group of 5. So the only team that they've finished above is Malta. England struggling here away from home. So we're 2 minutes into the 4 minutes given of additional time. Can England grab an equaliser right on the stroke here of the interval? Rice. Now Foden. Grealish just moving the ball from left to centre. Maguire. Looking for support from Foden. Foden coming under a lot of pressure there from Atanasov. So back to Maguire. Now Lewis tries to put Grealish down the left wing. Now then, can Grealish finally get some end product here on the delivery? He just cuts inside. Again, England retreating back. Alexander-Arnold about 35 yards out. Finds Foden in the centre. Now quickly spreads the ball out to Saka on the right wing. Now to Alexander-Arnold. Gets the shots in. Oh, it's a good save. Tipped over the bar. Good effort that from Alexander-Arnold. Bit more like it from the Free Lions. Good save from Alexander-Arnold's effort. Tipped over the bar there by Dimitrievski. So England will have a corner with about 60 seconds to go of the first half. So surely England's last opportunity here for an equaliser in the first half. Bit of a high boot there from the North Macedonian player, but nothing given by the referee. Ball goes miles outside now of the penalty area. We've got an England player down. Looks as if Maguire was caught on the head. Oh, and there's just a bit of afters here between Jack Grealish and a couple of North Macedonian players. Game just getting a bit testy and a bit feisty. Certainly for a game which, in the grand scheme of things, doesn't mean too much. England assured of first place and North Macedonia assured of 4th place in this group. So we're just having a replay of the incident inside the penalty area following that corner. Maguire does get a bit of a knock to the head, but his head is stooped so low, I don't think you can give that as a high boot from the North Macedonian player. So I don't think there's any danger of VAR looking at this and then deciding retrospectively to give a penalty for England. So we're now past the 4 minutes of injury time given. So we're now into extra time of the added on time in the first half. We'll just see if the referee is asked to check anything here on his monitor. And just see what the referee gives here, whether it might be just a free ball. That will be back to North Macedonia. So, no penalty is being given, just to clarify. Looks as if it's going to be a drop ball here that the referee will give for England to give the possession straight back to North Macedonia. It'll be for England to keep then inside their own half. And that's it, that is half time. The referee blows his whistle and we have a surprise scoreline here. North Macedonia 1, England 0. So a converted penalty from Enis Bardi. North Macedonia skipper has given the hosts a surprise lead. So don't go anywhere here. Thank you very much for listening to Flash Score's first half commentary of this Euro 2024 qualifier between North Macedonia and England. So we're going to go as well. Sorry, have a break for around 10 to 12 minutes. But don't go anywhere. We'll be back for uninterrupted second half live commentary coverage here on Flash Score for the second half. So we'll just take a quick 10 to 12 minute break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be straight back for the second half. coverage of this Euro 2024 qualifier between North Macedonia and England in Skopje, in the capital of North Macedonia. And it's a surprise scoreline. It is currently North Macedonia 1, England 0 after Enis Bardi, well, didn't quite convert from the penalty spot. It was a save from Jordan Pickford, but the rebound fell right back into the path of Bardi, and he was able to tuck away the rebound to give North Macedonia a surprise lead. So we've just kicked off them for the second half. So North Macedonia now kicking from left to right, as I see it, all in red in their home strip, and England in their home strip. White shirts and navy blue shorts. So England dominated possession, as you would expect in the first half, but not been able to make the most of it. And North Macedonia have been resolute. They've been able to take advantage of pretty lacklustre England display so far. North Macedonia currently leads. Set up for a decent second half, thanks of course England, if they, well, of course they certainly do not want to suffer what would be an embarrassing defeat here, so England have got to start to be a bit more adventurous in this second half. Maguire, just on the ball now, deep inside England's own half to his central defensive partner, Kane, now back to Maguire. Just manages to get through to Rico Lewis on the left wing. Now Grealish, looking to go past his marker. Not seen much end product from Grealish at all so far tonight, but of course still a long way to go. Now Cal, skipper tonight for England for the first time ever. Now Saka down the right wing, tried to break into the penalty area, and he does so. He's got a chance here, and that's prodded home by Jack Grealish, and that is the equaliser for England within 2 minutes of the second half restarting after the interval. Great work from Bukayo Saka to break into the penalty area, and the attempt to cross the face of goal is turned in from close range by Manchester City player Jack Grealish, and it's 1-1. So it only took around about 1 minute 40 seconds of the second half for England to get back on level terms. We'll just have a look at the replay again. Just looking to see if Grealish was possibly offside there. Of course, VAR, I'm sure, will be checking everything. But England have managed to get an equaliser back very, very early on in the second half. It might be close, though, for a possible offside. It's not the most orthodox of finishes for Jack Grealish. Ends up coming off his knee, but I don't think he'll care right about now. The referee hasn't restarted the game just yet. We are having a VAR goal check, and I think this is for a possible offside here. So was Jack Grealish ahead of the last defender back for North Macedonia? So we've not restarted the game yet, so already some drama here. We're only 3 minutes into this second half. So was Jack Grealish offside for what we thought was England's equalising goal? And from what we could see, looks as if he was. We're just waiting to see the VAR lines being drawn, but we're still waiting for the second half to restart. So the VAR people in their office are still checking this one out. So we've still not restarted. The referee awaiting instructions here from his colleagues. I think Grealish just having a word with some of the England staff as to what they think. So North Macedonia's fans holding their breath here. I'm really not too sure why it's taking so long to work out if he is offside or not. Surely we can get the lines drawn quickly enough to work out what it is. You could tell from Gareth Southgate's, from his facial expression, and the way he's just thrown his hands up in the air, he doesn't understand why it's taken so long. So it looks as if we're about to finally get a final decision. And it's offside. It's no goal, so North Macedonia still leads. I've no idea why it took so long to work out that it was offside, because it looked fairly clear when you finally saw a replay in a still image that Grealish was about half a yard ahead of the last man back for North Macedonia. So why it took so long for the offside decision to be given, I don't know. But now Jack Grealish has got another chance here, breaking on the counter-attack. Can he break free? No penalty given. He was felled in the area by almost two North Macedonian defenders, but no penalty given. And instead it's a North Macedonian defender that has stayed down inside his own penalty area. Grealish just taken off balance. I think it was a fair challenge in the end from two North Macedonia defenders at the same time. So Grealish sent to the ground, but the referee says no penalty. So a pretty dramatic opening 5 or 6 minutes of the second half here. So England thought they'd equalise through Jack Grealish. That was eventually ruled out for offside, but God knows why it took so long. And then Jack Grealish must have thought he'd then won a penalty for England only 60 seconds afterwards, once the game had finally restarted. So, dramatic second half here. Now North Macedonia have won a free kick in England's own half, about 30 yards out to the right of centre. Just a late challenge from Mark Gay on the number 10, Ennis Bardi, who is the only goal scorer of this game so far. Looks set to be a pretty feisty second half here. So it's the 52nd minute, still 1-0 to North Macedonia. Let's see what North Macedonia could do with this free kick here. So it's about 30 yards out to the right of centre. So could North Macedonia maybe even double their lead? It's going to be Ezgian Alioski to take. So it's going to be left-footed. Dinked into the penalty area. Well, terrible. Absolutely awful delivery, that. Big let-off for England. And it'll be a goal kick for Jordan Pickford to take. Had a couple of goals in Group H since the restart after the interval. Finland have now gone 1-0 up away from home against San Marino, and Kazakhstan have got an equaliser away at Slovenia. If Kazakhstan were to get another goal, and it stayed that way, Kazakhstan would qualify automatically for Euro 2024. That would be a phenomenal achievement for Kazakhstan. Back here in Skopje, North Macedonia now in possession. Bardi passes the ball out to the left wing. Now to Musliu. Quick 1-2 with Bardi. Once again, good play from Bardi, just going past Saka. Now trying to go on the attack here on the counter, but England's defence more than equal to that one. Rico Lewis just shepherding the ball now out of defence to Declan Rice in his customary holding role. Now Maguire, still inside England's own half here. Now breaking into North Macedonia's half. England's going down the right wing. Saka, about 30 yards away from the touchline. Now back into the centre of play. Rice finds Lewis. Now to Kane. Every England outfield player inside North Macedonia's own half. Now Grealish down the left wing. Cuts into the centre. Good play from Grealish. He's had a much better second half in comparison to his first. Now back to Saka on the right wing. He's got two people on him here from North Macedonia. Back to Walker. Now Foden. Can he get a shot in from 25 yards out? Running out of space. Tries to find Watkins, but Watkins can't keep the ball. It's been a tough game for Watkins. He's barely had a touch of the ball, to be fair. in this match. Will Southgate look to make a substitution soon, with England still in a losing position here? We're now 10 minutes into the second half. North Macedonia's manager there has been very, very happy with what he's seen so far from his side. It's going to be a throw-in for the hosts that Jovan Manjev will take. Lose the ball immediately though. Now England, that's scrappy there, play there from England's midfield. And now they're bullied off the ball. You can tell North Macedonia really building in confidence here. They're not settling for 1-0, they fancy a second. Out on the left wing, Elmas. He's had a good game, the Napoli player. Looking for support from Bardi. He's also had a good game, has been instrumental in North Macedonia's play, especially since taking the lead. Just a bit of ill discipline here from England, as Trent Alexander-Arnold is shown a booking for dramatically slamming the ball down onto the ground so that it bounced high up into the air. He needs to just be careful here, because he keeps talking back to the referee. And the referee does seem pretty strict and needs to just calm it down a bit, otherwise he's going to get shown a second yellow. So he just needs to just cool his jets a little bit there. Finland have now gone 2-0 up away at San Marino, and Northern Ireland have taken a surprise lead at home against Denmark. Back here in Skopje though, Saka advancing down the right wing, about 20 yards out. He's got some space, he's found Grealish, now breaking into the penalty area, left of centre. Now Lewis, retreating back though. Now Gay finds support from Rice. England looking a bit more urgent here as they approach the final third. Foden, can he get some space? Manages to find Alexander-Arnold. Nice little delivery there from the outside of his boot. Grealish on the left wing, just a few yards outside the penalty area. Now Rice. Referee jumps out of the way. It's a long-range effort from England, which is deflected. So it'll be a corner kick for the right wing for England to take. I think this will be their 5th corner of the game. And I can tell you that Price has got the opening goal of the game for Northern Ireland on the hour mark. So that's a surprise lead there for Northern Ireland. And from the sounds of it, it's a fantastic goal as well from Isaac Price. Now then, Harry Kane is coming on for Ollie Watkins, and Harry Kane now has the captain's armband on. So England's record goal scorer coming onto the pitch to try and salvage, well, still hopefully 3 points, but hopefully salvage at least a draw for the Free Lions. So it's a huge compliment to North Macedonia's performance so far that England are having to bring on their record goal scorer here, Bayern Munich's hugely in form hitman, Harry Kane. Just confirmation there that Alexander-Arnold received the booking about 2 minutes ago. And the corner comes in. And it's gone straight in! And it's Harry Kane, I think, immediately. Within about 30 seconds of coming on, Harry Kane's header, a free header from a corner kick, finds the back of the net. Where would they be without Harry Kane? Literally about 30 seconds after coming on, Harry Kane has headed in England's equaliser. He's in the form of his life right now for club and country. He's had an unbelievable season so far in his debut season in the German Bundesliga, and literally about 30 seconds after coming on, Harry Kane, it looks as if it came off him last. It might actually have come off last off Yanni Atanasov. But at the moment, I think the goal has been given to Harry Kane. And that's 1-1. So England have got their equaliser. And now it's game on. So North Macedonia 1, England 1. Just in terms of the other game, by the way, so between Ukraine and Italy in this group, that is goalless. So if it stays as it is there, then Italy will finish above Ukraine just to also qualify for Euro 2024. Now England immediately looking for a second goal here. Big shouts of a handball. Harry Kane and Jack Grealish waving manically at the referee, appealing for a handball. They seem absolutely certain that the ball came off a North Macedonian defender's hand. We're still yet to see a replay of that one. And England now really have North Macedonia on the ropes here. Grealish passes the ball down to Kane. Kane, who's only just come on for Ollie Watkins, and England already looks so more dangerous since Kane has stepped onto the turf. Declan Rice just on the outskirts of the penalty area. Now Grealish on the left wing. His attempt at a left wing cross is blocked immediately, but England retain possession. Lewis passes the ball to Maguire, has Gay in support. Maguire passes instead to Walker. Walker still on the ball. England just suddenly have more of a spring in their step here. On the hour mark, Alexander-Arnold just going past the number 6, Musliu. But Musliu is just able to win the ball back here. And will now win a free kick deep inside their own half, following just a shove there from Alexander-Arnold, who just needs to be careful because he is on a booking. So just to confirm, the last touch was actually off Atanasov, so it won't actually go down as a Harry Kane goal. So the final touch did come off Atanasov, who was marking Harry Kane. So it was his own error that has gifted England their equaliser. But now North Macedonia coming back here inside their penalty area. And it's the number 7 here, Elmas. And Jack Grealish just needs to be careful here. The North Macedonia just ran out of space, and England won the ball. But then plenty of argy-bargy there between Grealish and Elmas, the Napoli player. It's getting pretty feisty here, this game. Grealish not happy there with Elmas with a late trip. So England win the free kick, take it quick and short, just deep inside their own half. But now breaking down quickly again down the right wing. Saka. Can he go past his marker there? Miovski. Sorry, not Miovski, Alimi rather. Alimi almost wins the ball, but Saka is able to bully the ball off back. Lewis. More appeals for handball there, but it's not given. North Macedonia now trying to break the ball down the right wing, but unfortunately for them, Dimoski just runs out of space, and the ball will go out for a throw-in for England, about 5 yards back inside their own half. So England in possession once again. So the second half has certainly been a lot more energetic and urgent than the first half. I don't think there's any surprise there. Quick 1-2 there between Lewis and Grealish. Back to Grealish once again. Can he sidestep his opponent there? He can. Can he get a final delivery in? He's running out of space though. Good defending there from Manyev. And I think it's actually being given as a throw-in to North Macedonia. So ever since, well, it was an own goal in the end that has gifted England their equaliser, but it was an error that was forced by the presence of Harry Kane. But ever since Harry Kane has come onto the pitch, England have looked far more dangerous just in that final third and have far more attacking impetus as well. North Macedonia looks as if they're about to bring on a couple of subs here. We're into the 64th minute of the game. Big goal kick from Dimitrievski. Now Foden. Oh, it's a free kick that's been awarded to North Macedonia. Harry Kane can't quite believe that one. Needs to be careful talking back to the ref though, because he's been pretty strict with chat back and dissent. So Kane, with his customary sort of backing into a player that he is well known for, but the referee not having any of that. So Harry Kane judged to have fouled, so it'll be a free kick for North Macedonia to take deep inside their own half. And it's a long ball from Dmitrievski. And the long ball ends up finding the Napoli number 7, Elif Elmas. And his attempt is easily blocked, but it will go out for a corner for the host. Pickford not happy with the urgency of the defending there. Not exactly had a busy afternoon, Pickford, but England still find themselves on level terms. And they've had to work their way back from behind. The corner is taken short by North Macedonia. Elmas on the ball now. Cross comes in. That's marshalled away by the England defence, but North Macedonia will regain possession. Another left wing delivery. That's a bit better this time. That's well cleared from England. And now can they counter quickly here? Phil Foden. Skipping past one opponent. Can he go past another? No, he can't. Well defended that time there from Dimoski. Now North Macedonia can break. Suddenly becoming very stretched now this game. But there's far too much weight put on that attempt at a through ball, and Pickford will easily claim that one. And he rolls the ball out quickly to Declan Rice. Definitely a lot more urgency in this game now, particularly from England, and the game is becoming a bit more stretched. So much more entertaining affair than the whole of the first half. Now Grealish on the left wing. Finds Rice. Can he put the ball through to Kane? Oh, it's just the ball with just had a bit too much weight on it. And that's cleared away by Manyev for North Macedonia. Now they've won a free kick for being bullied off the ball. Phil Foden adjudged to have fouled Alioski there. Just coming up to the midway point of this second half. No further goals yet in any of the other games since our last check. As we move into the final quarter of all those games, and a couple of those, 2 or 3 of those, with big consequences there. Kazakhstan would only need 1 more goal for them to qualify for a major tournament, which would be a huge achievement. Northern Ireland currently beating Denmark, which is a big surprise because Northern Ireland have had a pretty dreadful campaign. And they've scored barely any goals in that group as well. But this is better from England now again. Saka breaking down the right wing, now into the penalty area. This is how England almost went about their first goal until Grealish was just adjudged to have been offside. But North Macedonia managed to withstand the pressure that time. But they lose the ball immediately. Grealish. Now Kane, sitting deep. Now Saka, a bit more of a central role there. Alexander-Arnold. Can he release Saka down the right wing? Finds Walker. Now Saka. Just hugging that right wing. Hugging the touchline there. Walker. Back to Saka again. England just looking a lot more confident here. And look a lot more purposeful on the ball now when in the final third. Grealish. He's got Lewis in support. Not released him yet though. Grealish instead cuts to his centre. Now Foden. Walker. Back to Foden. Still in the centre of play. About 35 yards out. Dinked delivery into the left wing. Decent first touch from Lewis. Finds Gay in support. Oh, and ball's just gone out there. Bit of a let-off there. As we just see another replay of the pretty unfortunate goal really for North Macedonia, as it did come off a Tanasov in the end, but it was a goal that was an error that was forced by the presence of Harry Kane, who he was marking. I'll tell you that Czechia have gone 2-0 up against Moldova, so Czech Republic look to have booked their spot at Euro 2024. Just to clarify, by the way, as well, because I know it is pretty complicated in terms of who qualifies for the playoffs and who doesn't, because a lot of it relies on your Nations League records. So you can genuinely finish 4th in your group and still finish in the playoffs. It can get quite complicated, but in terms of this group, whoever finishes 3rd out of Italy or Ukraine still get a second chance, so they would go into the playoffs. because they had a good enough Nations League record. It's a bit complex, but the be-all and end-all is whoever wins out of that Ukraine-Italy game definitely qualifies for next season's Euros. Whoever finishes third will get a second chance in a playoff. Some teams have finished fourth in the group, but because of their Nations League record, are allowed a second chance through the playoffs. Finland are an example of that. We're currently 2-0 ahead of Minnows San Marino. Seems a little bit unfair, to be honest, that Finland can finish outside the top three in their group, but still get a chance. But that is the way the system works currently. Back here in Skopje, Jack Grealish dances past one opponent, dances past another. Now Lewis finds Saka in the area. Good block in the end. I think there was one appeal of a handball there, but nothing given at all. He was the only player that appealed, so I don't think there was anything in that. A bit more out of desperation, that one, but England absolutely dominating possession right now, just in the past 10 minutes, even more so than they have done before. Walker. Short pass to Foden. Back to Walker, just to the right of centre, about 30 yards out from goal. Just retreating back again, Maguire. He's got Gay in support. Lofted ball finds Gay. The Crystal Palace centre half. Now Lewis. Good run there from Lewis. Goes for a quick 1-2. Can Saka just get ahead of his marker here to get a chance? He could do it. Oh, but he's adjudged to have fouled his marker in the end. And Lewis just needs to be careful because out of frustration, he kicked the ball away, which found the back of the net. But if the referee was really feeling harsh, he could have given him a second booking there for technically kicking the ball away. But nothing given there from the ref. So about 20 minutes to go, just under, plus any additional time. And it's still a surprise scoreline. It's still North Macedonia 1, England 1. And England find a winner in the last 20 minutes of the whole of this qualifying group, in where they have qualified very comfortably. Before today's game had won every game bar one. And that was the game, I think it was in Poland for technically the away game against Ukraine, where they did not pick up 3 points. That ended up as a 1-1 draw. And again, a pretty tepid game, which has kind of blighted England's campaign, which kind of feels like a bit of a harsh thing to say when England have qualified so comfortably, but a lot of the performances have been fairly tepid. Apart from, I would guess, the games against Italy, where England, when they have been on fire, they really have played at a high level and were easily too much for their Italian opponents. Saka goes down on the edge of the area, but the referee gives nothing. Now North Macedonia just trying to play the ball out of defence, keeping it on the deck through Bardi. He's pushed over, so North Macedonia will win a free kick deep inside their own half. Of course, any other goals from the other Euro qualifiers we will let you know about. It's still, at the moment, Ukraine 0, Italy 0, with 15 minutes to go. If Ukraine were to win that game, Ukraine would qualify automatically for the Euros next year. Italy would then be forced to go into the playoffs. And of course, that is the same situation vice versa. So if Ukraine can't beat Italy, then it would be Ukraine going into the playoffs there, because Ukraine and Italy's Nations League records were both good enough to warrant that playoff safety net. Back here in Skopje, every single England outfield player inside North Macedonia's half game. Kane just sitting deep, trying to thread a nice through ball there for Alexander-Arnold. That's well marshalled out by the goalkeeper, Stoli Dimitrievski. So it'll be a throw into England. About midway down the left wing of North Macedonia's own half. North Macedonia will now bring on a couple of subs. Kostadinov is coming on. He's coming on for Aberdeen player Bojan Miovski. And Ristovski is also coming on. So Kostadinov coming on. And the second player to come off for North Macedonia is Isnik Alimi. No sign of any further subs yet for England. Just in terms of the home nations, the other home nation playing tonight, Northern Ireland, are still 1-0 up at home against Denmark. That is a surprise. Especially because Northern Ireland just can barely buy a goal at the moment. So that is a big surprise, that one. We'll also try and keep you updated with what that means for the groups as well. At the moment, if everything stays as it is, Czechia qualify automatically and Moldova sadly miss out on a chance to qualify for their first ever major competition, as Moldova do not have the safety net of a playoff place, as their Nations League record in the previous campaign was not good enough. Back here in Skopje, just on the outskirts of the penalty area, Saka on the right wing. Quick shot pass to Alexander-Arnold. Has support from Walker. And England just retreating back again a little bit. Just still patient build-up here. Again, now back inside their own half. Maguire's got Gay in support. Finds Alexander-Arnold. Will he go for a dink delivery? No, he won't. We'll keep it short. Just on the halfway line. Back inside England's own half again. Maguire. Now to Grealish. Taking his time on the left wing. Doesn't go for the run this time. Puts back to the centre. Now Rice. Just in front of the centre circle. Has Foden in support. Foden's on the ball now. Another quick short pass. Rice. Gay. Back to the left. Oh, and Grealish robbed of that one. That was great play there from Dimoski of North Macedonia, who truly robbed the ball there off Grealish. Grealish, I don't think he even saw him coming. Clearly no shouts of man on there from any of the Three Lions players. Now Elmas. Down the left wing for North Macedonia. They're still going for it, North Macedonia, full credit to them. They're not trying to as if play for a point. They are still going for the win, despite only having 29% possession so far in the game, with only 13 minutes to go, plus any additional time. Gay and Lewis just running into each other in England's defence, but just get away with it. And now they can knock the ball back to Pickford. Now Lewis retrieves the ball once more. Just coming under a little bit of pressure there from Manyev. Alexander-Arnold back to Maguire. Coming up to the 78th minute of the game. And just in the other group that's in action today, so Group H at the moment, it'll be Denmark and Slovenia who will qualify automatically. Kazakhstan, agonisingly, would just miss out for them. They would finish third, but because their Nations League record in the previous campaign wasn't good enough, they can't have the safety net of the playoffs place, whereas Finland, who are one position below them, do, which does seem pretty harsh, to be honest with you, but that is how UEFA have decided it for this qualification campaign. Back here in Skopje, Kane just bullying the ball there, manages to thread the ball through. Grealish on the left wing. Oh, far too much weight though on the cross. Way too much on that. Kind of sums up England's night, really. It's been a frustrating one against opposition that you would expect England to not really have much trouble with at all. So the ball goes out for a throw-in to North Macedonia deep inside their own half. I can tell you there's been another goal in Group H, and remarkably, Northern Ireland are now 2-0 up at home against Denmark. So finishing the group off in style. They are beating the group leaders, Denmark, who should still qualify for Euro 2024. But Northern Ireland, who have been so poor in that group and have barely scored a goal, are now 2-0 up. Quite remarkable. Ball has just gone out of play here. It's a deflection off a North Macedonian player. So England have got a corner kick on the right wing. Be Harry Kane to take. Just comes into Maguire. And it goes harmlessly out for a goal kick. He was marked out well there, Maguire. The Manchester United centre-half. Decent defending there from the hosts. Just did enough to put Maguire off. So I don't think that will even register as a shot in the end. So still 1-1. 10 minutes to go plus any additional time added on by the referee. Just having a look at Northern Ireland's second goal scorer there. So it's Dion Charles who's got the second goal for Northern Ireland. So it's a very surprising result then. Of course, a surprising scoreline here as well in Skopje. So with 10 minutes to go, plus any injury time, still North Macedonia 1, England 1. Of course, England guaranteed a spot in Euro 2024. No matter what happens tonight, they have come top of their group. And unfortunately for North Macedonia, they can only finish 4th whatever happens tonight. So, and they don't have the safety net of a playoff place to look forward to. So they have been eliminated and will not be appearing at next year's tournament. England have now just won a free kick. About 10 yards over the halfway line, inside North Macedonia's own half. It's going to be Phil Foden to take from the left of centre. Plenty of bodies on the edge of the penalty area here. It's going to be whipped in by Foden. It's decent. Maguire gets a head on it. Oh, but he's judged to have lent too much into his marker. The keeper saved it anyway. But it's deemed as a foul by Maguire. He's not happy at all with the decision from the referee. But the referee, I mean, to be fair, it is definitely a foul. Maguire's hand is over the face and, well, almost playing peekaboo there with his marker. Definitely a foul because he was completely stopping his marker from seeing anywhere ahead of him. Be a goal kick then to be taken by Dimitrievski. And of course, any other goals in the final stages of the final group games we'll let you know of. England looking for a winner here. Grealish just being allowed to break into the penalty area down the left wing. His end product hasn't been great tonight. Can he find something though within the last 10 minutes of this match? Grealish still on the ball, just cutting into the left of centre. Now Rice in support. Lewis. Foden. Whips the ball into the penalty area. Can Saka get on the end of that? He can get his head on the end of it, but he can only find a side netting, not troubling the keeper there. Still 1-1 as we approach the interrupted second half live commentary coverage here on Flash Score for the surprise draw here. England, last throw of the dice then. A couple of subs being brought on. Alexander-Arnold is coming off. Calvin Phillips of Manchester City is coming on. So Phillips on for Alexander-Arnold, and we'll just have a look and see who... Well, actually, it's going to be a triple substitution. Grealish is coming off for England. Palmer's coming on. And Rashford is coming on as well. So Marcus Rashford now on the pitch as well as Cole Palmer. So Saka and Grealish have gone off there for Cole Palmer to come on, and Marcus Rashford. So last throw of the dice there, it looks like, from Gareth Southgate as we approach the 85th minute of the game. Certainly not been a great performance from England. It's been a bit disjointed. It does strike me as a performance by a team that, to be quite frank, would rather be getting on with their league campaign, as it is yet another international break that we've gone through already this season. And it is a game, on the grand scheme of things, which doesn't really mean much at all. So it's been one of those kinds of games for England, but of course they will be wanting to end this group with a win. Not a great look to be not being able to beat the likes of North Macedonia ahead of next summer's Euros. Just confirmation as well, it is still 0-0 at the moment between Ukraine and Italy. So that means Italy just pip Ukraine to that second automatic qualifying spot based on a better head-to-head record in their matches against Ukraine. A long ball pitched in, trying to find Harry Kane inside the penalty area. Can't quite get there though. It's defended well, and North Macedonia's defence, we've got to say, have been pretty solid in this game. Been very well organised, and on the whole, they've dealt with England's attacking threat very confidently and very resolutely as well. Heavy first touch from Jordan Pickford as the ball is kicked back to him, and he's forced to clear the ball out into touch. So it'll be a throw-in for North Macedonia down the left wing inside England's own half, about 25 yards away from the touchline. Askovsky is going to come on for North Macedonia, so it looks like that's their last throw of the dice. So it'll be Bojan Dimoski coming off on the left wing for North Macedonia. So Dimoski off, and number 3 Ashkovsky coming on for the hosts. Another goal for the Czech Republic. They're now 3-0 up against Moldova, and unfortunately for Kazakhstan, it looks as if the dream is now over for them. Slovenia are now 2-1 up at home against Kazakhstan. So Kazakhstan's dreams of being at Euro 2024 looks to have died there, unless something pretty miraculous happens in the last few minutes of that game. Of course, still all to play for between Ukraine and Italy. That is still goalless as that game approaches the 90th minute. So still a couple of games with some exciting conclusions. And in this one right here in Skopje, is there going to be a late winner? Could it come for North Macedonia? They've got a free kick now on the left wing, about 35 yards away from the touchline. But it's going to be whipped into the penalty area. Well, they've taken it short, actually. Surprising everyone there. Now it's whipped into the penalty area. And it's just, lands on the roof of the net. Not sure which player just got on the end of that. It looks as if it was Nikola Serafimov, the centre half. Yeah, Serafimov just getting ahead of Mark Gay. Pickford would have just been troubled just for a split second there, but the ball lands on the roof of the net. So England survive. Now England going for a long ball themselves. Looking for a late winner here to end their qualifying group with a win. Rice. Not much impact yet from any of the late substitutes for England. Of course, they've not really got much time to make an impression. But we have now got the likes of Cole Palmer on and Marcus Rashford. And also Calvin Phillips has been brought on just about 3 minutes ago. Walker. Now Foden. He's got Palmer up ahead of him. Walker again. Now Palmer. Foden. Patient build-up player, but England running out of time here if they're going to try and get a winner in this final game of this qualifying group for Euro 2024, which takes place next summer in Germany. Now Rico Lewis, just on the edge of the penalty area, and has bustled off the ball. Good defended again from North Macedonia. I must say they have put in a good account of themselves, North Macedonia. Really strong, resolute display from the side. Very well organised. They obviously knew full well they weren't going to see much of the ball. And that has certainly been the case. England have seen about 75% of it, if not more. They've worked very, very hard off the ball, North Macedonia. And they have made life very awkward for England and haven't really let them properly settle down properly at any point in the game. Can England find a late winner? Foden breaking through. Referee plays advantage. Now he brings it back. Musliu not happy with that, wagging his finger at the referee. The referee not having any of it. I think that is the right call. Foden brought down. And it's going to be another late sub for North Macedonia. It's going to be Alizi that now comes on, the number 17. He's coming on for Yanni Atanasov, who was the unfortunate goal scorer for England, an own goal. Concentrating so much on marking Harry Kane that the ball ended up ricocheting off him and into the back of the net. I tell you that Czech Republic have beaten Moldova 3-0. So that means Czech Republic will definitely be at Euro 2024. Moldova will not. Their dreams are over of qualifying for their first ever major tournament. It is still Ukraine 0, Italy 0. We're currently in the 3rd minute of stoppage time there, but a goal for Ukraine would change everything. We're now into the 90th minute here in Skopje. 6 minutes of added on time. Marcus Rashford is going to take the free kick here. It's quite a long way out, but from the looks of things, he is going to go for goal. From the way he's looking at it, it's about 30 yards out here. And that goes wide. Pretty poor attempt there from Rashford. I don't think the keeper was troubled there in the slightest. Northern Ireland have beaten Denmark 2-0. All too late, of course, for Northern Ireland. They were eliminated from their group a long time ago, but a very impressive victory, though, to finish off the group, which will give them confidence for their next Nations League campaign and for the next World Cup qualifying campaign. So they've beaten Denmark 2-0 at home. Very good victory there against the group leaders. And Slovenia have now beaten Kazakhstan 2-1. So Slovenia also will be at next summer's tournament. Kazakhstan definitely won't be. They are now eliminated. A minute and a half then into the 6 minutes of stoppage time here. England still patiently building up here, but now just moving forward into North Macedonia's own half. Walker. Kane sitting very, very deep at the moment. Kane again tries to find the ball to the number 3, Rico Lewis there, but the through ball not able to reach him out on the left wing, but England regain possession once again. Rashford, oh dear. Not had a good cameo appearance, Rashford. That free kick he had went miles wide, and now he's just taking the ball over the touchline when he had the chance to burst down the left wing. About 3.5 minutes to go then for England to try and find a late winner. Of course, for North Macedonia to try and find a late winner as well to end their qualification group in style. Palmer tries to find Rice just around the centre circle. He's brought down. It's going to be a free kick a long way out. We're talking probably only about 10 yards over the halfway line inside North Macedonia's own half. And I'm sure this will be lumped into the mixer. Can confirm it has now finished between Ukraine and Italy. It's finished goalless, so Italy scrape through. Italy will be at Euro 2024, so they will have the opportunity to defend their European crown. Back here in Skopje, the free kick is taken short before being launched into the penalty area. But the North Macedonian defence is more than wise to that one, and they try to break free themselves. Ball takes a deflection off Calvin Phillips, and it'll be a quick throw-in taken by North Macedonia inside England's own half. Still 1-1 then, just over 2 minutes to go. You'd think just maybe one more chance for either side. Which way will it go? Gay, long ball up from the Crystal Palace centre half. Foden. Walker. About 10 yards over the halfway line, into the right wing. Foden. Palmer. Trying to break down the right wing through Kyle Walker. Musley, who's had a decent game for North Macedonia, was more than equal to it, and he heads out to concede a throw-in. So England will take just over 90 seconds to go. Looks as if it's going to be a long throw-in here for Kyle Walker to take into the penalty area, headed away by one of North Macedonia's substitutes. Got to think this is going to be the final chance here for England. Declan Rice bursting into the penalty area. Now Harry Kane coming under a lot of intense pressure there from his marker. Now Rashford. Poor delivery. He's not had a good game since coming on, has Rashford. And North Macedonia scamper the ball away, and the ball will go out for a throw into England right on the halfway line. Just over 1 minute to go. I can tell you San Marino have scored against Finland. Remarkably, they have now scored for the third game in a row, which I think is their all-time record for consecutive games scored. So they have lost, but they did get a goal back. So three goals scored in as many games for the tiny nation of San Marino. So great achievement for them. Back here though, for the final 40 seconds or so in Skopje. Surely only one more chance. There's only time for one more. Can England take it? On the right wing, Kyle Walker. Just retreating back a little bit. Now to Phillips. Palmer. Passes the ball back to Walker. He's got to get the ball over into the penalty area from the right wing. I think it's taken a deflection off the North Macedonian defender. No, the referee disagrees. Says it came off Harry Kane last, and that surely is that. They've run out of time. Surely the full-time whistle is going to be blown as soon as this goal kick is taken. Harry Kane could not believe that the referee didn't award a corner, but that is surely it. We're now 6 minutes and 15 seconds into stoppage time. And that is it. The full-time whistle is blown. And so England's qualification campaign for Euro 2024 comes to a very underwhelming end, it has to be said. But of course England got the job done about a month or so ago when they beat Italy to make sure of qualification. So it was ultimately a dead rubber game, not much riding on it at all. And you do get the feeling, particularly with the England players, that they would rather have been playing, to be honest, for their clubs, to be honest with you, and get their league campaign still going. As again, this has been the third international break in as many months, I think, now for all the international sides. So, not the best England performance, pretty laboured. I'm pretty certain it will attract more criticism